Was 5,000 a key not only psychological level, but are people piling in now that it's hit 5,000?
I think 5,000 is especially significant right now because just on September 15th in mid-September, when China cracked down on ICOs, we saw that dip. And there was headlines being made that maybe this is the crash
Below
everybody's been
4,000.
wondering about.
Below
It
4,000.
went below 3,000.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden now it's headed towards 6 in less than a month. So there you have it. And I think intriguingly enough, Wall Street may actually be responsible for driving the price, because it's with every announcement that Wall Street is thinking of embracing Bitcoin as a new asset class that we start to see this surge.
Goldman Sachs in talks with cryptocurrency experts right now, aren't they? So what are they up to?
Well, I think Goldman, like many investment banks, both in Europe and in the US, is trying to get their heads around, is this a new asset class? Can we do something with this to present it to our private banking clients, our wealth management clients? Is there a way to mainstream this asset class for our clients? Because I think clients are knocking on the door because they're looking at charts like that and saying, how do I get in?
Yeah.
You know, I just want to point out a chart in our Bloomberg chart library. It's at 95.99. It's the pace of gains. And we can see that the pace of gains is really quickening as time goes on. So it took 907 days to reach whatever 2,000. You know, this is now for the for XBT, for the Bitcoin ETF. Then 56 days, only 6, then only 44. Is that a metric of anything?
Well, I think it's classic bubble behavior. I mean, if you were to put this up against the dot-com boom of the late 90s, if you were to put it up against, you know, bubbles that we've seen in commodities over and over again, it really does kind of fit that pattern. So you have, I think, just really strong momentum and psychology at work in the market right now. And you're reaching that point where people are like, I don't want to miss it, I don't want to miss it, so they're all piling in.
Ken Rogoff, what happens from here depends a lot on how governments decide to regulate the virtual currency. And there are efforts to regulate it, and that's been stepping up pace in the last month, hasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was a very interesting column that Rogoff wrote. I think the story there is going to be, can the regulators who are playing whack-a-mole with ICOs right now, can they actually rein in let's call it a security, can they actually rein something in that is by its nature decentralized? I mean, Bitcoin, there is no central hub. There's nothing to shut down. There's no one to haul before Congress. There's no one to fine. I mean, it's a decentralized computer program.
Yeah.
And so how regulators will actually check that, that's totally fresh territory.